They're right along the Iowa-Nebraska line, primarily western and southwestern portions of Iowa. Yeah, you get west and north of that. There's the western and northern flank of the storm where they've been telling us that the snow is really going to be piling up, and it has throughout the day. We've got some of the latest numbers, and the winds, that's going to be one of the bigger components with this system as we progress through the day Thursday. Obviously, if you're under a blizzard warning, you're going to have winds in excess of 54 miles per hour, I believe, is the threshold, the criteria. But a much broader area is looking at high wind warnings. I mean, we're talking through much of New Mexico, southeastern Colorado, outside of the blizzard warning areas, western portions of Kansas, also south of the blizzard warnings. In other words, you're going to have the winds, but not the snow per se to go along with it. Wind advisories then for the rest of eastern Kansas, the entire state of Missouri, Iowa, Illinois. At this point, much of central and western southern Indiana on down into western Kentucky. I think as the storm continues to wind up, we'll begin to see more of those wind advisories extending further to the east through parts of the Ohio and Tennessee valleys. Right now, we've got blizzard warnings in place for 6 states in the plains and the upper Midwest. All right, so right now, what are we looking at? Snow from this system spreading across the central Rockies, the northern plains, parts of Minnesota and Wisconsin are also already now seeing some of that snowfall. Winds have already gusted as high as 80 miles per hour in parts of the Texas Panhandle and New Mexico. And there was at least one small fire assisted by those gusty winds in New Mexico where they had the red flag warnings in place. Obviously, dust storms. Dust was lofted by those gusty winds Wednesday from northern Mexico and southeastern Arizona up into southeastern New Mexico and all the way into the Texas Panhandle. You see some of the photographs from the ground near Lubbock, Texas. Power lines brought down by the strong winds near Amarillo Wednesday afternoon. There was a lumber store in Tucumcari, New Mexico that lost part of their roof with just the high winds. And yes, the snow is piling up, especially in parts of South Dakota where several spots are already in the 1 foot to 18 inches range, and the snow continues to fall. Much of southern Minnesota has been dealing with that mixture of ice and snow. Minneapolis, you've officially, as of 7 o'clock this past evening, Central Time, picked up 4.2 inches of snow. A portion of I-35 south of Minneapolis had been closed for a time Wednesday evening. They say that has been reopened at this point in time. There are numerous roads, interstates that are shut down tonight. There are areas in South Dakota where it's so bad that they've actually pulled the plows off the roads for the night. And they're telling people, do not travel. It's just not